It is happening. It is about to happen in 2-ish days,
Psych!
depending on where you
That's
live.
the wrong
it
number!
Starts, and there's going to be chaos, and there's going to be stress, and probably drama, and there are going to be lots of extremely awesome creations that are taking place during Inktober. But the question is, what is it? So yes, this video is going to be about the drawing challenge in October called Inktober, okay? Now, maybe you don't know what that is. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you're just hearing about it from this video because you started following me and you see this video pop up. I'm going to try to help you understand what that is and maybe give you some ideas as to what to do with it. So I want to talk about 3 things in this. 1, what is Inktober? Or was. 2, what has it become? And 3, what am I gonna do with it? And maybe what can you do with it? Okay, so let's get started. Number 1, what is Inktober? So Inktober is a drawing challenge that takes place during the month of October, dealing with drawing in ink usually, okay? You might be asking yourself, well, what is a month drawing challenge? What does that look like? There are a lot of them out there actually. For a month long, you are doing drawings in some form or theme or prompt or whatever it is. Usually there's a list. I was just watching one artist. She was doing sword timber. So I guess for September, there was a list of like words that you used. And for each one of those, you created a sword for whatever that is, whether it was magician or witch or something like that, right? So it's a drawing challenge. There's also mermaid, and so you're drawing mermaids for the whole month of May, okay? So Inktober is one of those, but it is specifically, as you can guess, dealing with ink, or it used to be, okay? So this is what it is / was. Now, the original idea, created by Jake Parker, and I believe there's evidence of him doing it starting back in like 2014. He's the first one coming up with it and so on. And at one point there was around 4 million people taking part in it. The idea is that you are drawing every day, but you're also doing it in ink. You're finishing it in ink because when you're putting ink down, it is different than just drawing in pencil. It's different than digital drawing. It is done, it is over, you're done with it. But you're also supposed to improve your art and work with it and find enjoyment out of it. And so there was a prompt list that you worked with to do these things. So that's what Inktober is, this idea of drawing in ink every day and improving your art and so on, okay? But as always, when a lot of people take part in something, drama happens and confusion happens and questions come. So as this started to happen, as all of these people started taking place in this, obviously you're gonna have issues, you're gonna have problems, you're gonna have drama, you're gonna have questions. So let's talk about what has Inktober become. Because now you have people doing digital art. And yes, that's totally allowed. But then they're always asking like, oh, am I allowed to do digital art? Oh, can I do this instead? Does it have to be in ink? I mean, yes, the original idea is that, do I have to draw every day? Well, that was the first concept, but obviously we don't expect you to draw every day. They don't expect you to draw every day if you can't. Like, do whatever fits you, right? But the idea, again, is still dealing with ink, whether it's digital ink, whether it's not digital ink, whether it's traditional, right? So that was the original idea, but now obviously it's turned into something a lot more relaxed because they don't want to stress people out. The idea is really just to get you drawing and practicing, and if you can do it every day, do it every day. If you need a prompt list to help you, awesome. Here's a prompt list. You can even go to the website and look at all the previous prompt lists that are on there, okay? So that's what it's become. It's evolved into this, what could be more relaxed, but it's up to you what you want to do with it. There's not these strict rules around it. And I specifically talked with Jake Parker about that, and we were kind of laughing and joking. And then also there was this whole drama about, oh, he's copywriting the logo, he just wants money. But there were people doing official Inktober giveaways, and they're contacting him saying, hey, you're official Inktober. What is going on with this, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a giveaway that I'm doing. So of course he had to deal with that like legally so that he could cover himself, which makes complete sense to me. I fully support that. Let's get into what is Inktober for me and what am I going to do with it. For me, Inktober is a great opportunity to really like challenge myself as an artist. And I tried maybe back in 2017 or something. I actually found my notebook, one of the first drawings that I did, second drawing, third drawing, fourth drawing, and then it ended there. I went about 4 days and then gave up because I just didn't plan for it. It is something that if you're going to do it every day, you do need to plan for it. Then in 2018, I ended up doing a nice hefty stack of drawings. I did, I think, around 28 days, and then stopped at that. And then didn't mess with it for a while. And then one year I drew characters every day, but I didn't ink it until the final day. And what I ended up coming with was a ginormous piece of characters. And I inked all of that on the last day of Inktober live for about 11 hours straight, 10 or 11 hours straight. And it was super fun and super stressful. And I am like extremely happy with the result. I look back and I'm like, whoa, what was that? How did I even do that awesome art? But then there were years that I couldn't do it. I had ideas and I just didn't do it. But this year, I have no excuses. I'm trying to do full-time art. I have the time to do it. And that's why I'm recording this video. And I am committed to drawing every day. Okay, and you can hold me to that. But my concept is this. I am going to take the prompt list and I am going to draw something for each day. But then I am going to take those 4 or 5 things, depending on how it goes, and I'm going to turn them into one scene, right? So if I have the idea of dream and I draw something like a dreamland, and then I have like something with spider and something with dodge, basically I'll start with drawing a dreamland, then I'll draw some cool spider, then I will draw a character and I'll have him dodging something, and then I'll combine all of these into a scene of a guy dodging in a dreamland, fighting a spider or something like that, right? And I will do that with every 4 or 5 days or so. So I'll draw individual pictures and then I will finish it out. I have a friend, Sketchgooroo. He is doing something completely different where he is taking the prompts and creating individual characters for each one. And then he is going to mash them all together. So basically you have individual photos of each character. And then at the end you have a class photo of all of them. So this is what it is, but it could be anything. Maybe you're only drawing every 5 days. Maybe you're doing one big piece. Maybe you're drawing a few things and that's it, and that's all it takes. The idea is not that you stress yourself and kill yourself over it unless you're really trying to improve and do something and you need to push yourself. Okay, do that. But the idea is that you're learning to draw and grow and challenge yourself. So the question is, what is it that you are going to do for Inktober? Please let me know in the comments. I really am curious what people are going to do this year, if you're going to do it, if you're not going to do it. And also, if you have found this video helpful and you're looking for any more motivational artistic content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps a lot. And so, again, I'm curious to hear what you guys are going to do, and also pay attention to what I'm going to do and hold me to it. As always, keep creating and be inspired.